Houston still trailed by 2, but Hakeem would calmly justify Smith's confidence.
Shakes, fakes, turns, little 10-footer. No! The ball game is tied.
And though the Suns would have one more chance for victory,
KJ with it for Phoenix, all the way down, out to Person. Here's his 3. No good at the buzzer.
Houston never looked back.
Oh, they had the...
When they had their chance, they couldn't close us out. I can see it in their eyes where they getting tighter and tighter. We took advantage of the opportunity.
And in overtime, Houston would firmly seal their victory.
Back to Mario for 3, way short. Horry rebound, get it to Joel. 2 in a foul, Robert Horry. The ball game is over. How sweet it is. The Rockets are going to go back home.
The defending NBA champions stay alive.
The Rockets would carry the momentum back to Houston for Game 6.
Here's Sam with great defense. Olajuwon gets the loose ball. Up ahead to Drexler. Drexler on the drive. Lays it up for 2. The Rockets are tough. I'll tell you, they don't die. We're going to go back to the desert.
The Suns still had the home court advantage for Game 7, but the Rockets had an unshakable belief in themselves.
Drexler's going to blow by Marley. Turn. Ripped off by Drexler for 2 more. Kenny, a 3-pointer left side. Good! Big basket by Kenny.
And fittingly, they would cap their improbable triumph with a dramatic last-second shot.
Ellie out of the corner for 3. Hit it! Mario Ellie with a 3! Mario Ellie has given the Houston Rockets a 3-point lead.
I just kept watching when it hit the bottom of the net. It was just wonderful. I just jumped in there, and the first guy I looked at was Joe Klein. And blew him the kiss of death, and he looked like he was about to cry over there.
It's over. The Houston Rockets have won Game 7. The Rockets have knocked off the Phoenix Suns, coming from behind 3 games to 1 to eliminate the Suns.
You weather a storm and you pull it out, and that feeling you get from that situation, there's nothing like it in the world. And it just makes you stronger and pulls you closer together.
They would bring that attitude next to San Antonio. Awaiting them was the team with the league's best record, the season's most valuable player, and some added motivation.
Congratulations, David Robinson, 1995 NBA MVP.
Especially for Hakeem Olajuwon.
I think deep down inside, with his personal pride, it gave him some extra fire.
Hakeem with the heart of a champion. You know he'll respond tonight. He will respond.
Shouldn't have ever given that award out before the series started.
It was a point Hakeem would drive home to David Robinson.
Oh, man.
He didn't know how to guard a Hakeem.
If David Robinson is not quick enough to stop you, nobody is.
Dream gave him too many fakes, and I think that just really frustrated him.
I tell you, Olajuwon has David Robinson just bamboozled.
You kind of felt like he could do what he wanted when he wanted.
Robinson is saying, what must I do?
When he made that one shot where he wasn't even looking at the basket, he just finger rolled it behind his head, and when I said, well, somebody's in trouble for them. You know, it's going to be a long night.
Dominating Robinson and the Spurs, Hakeem helped the Rockets win both games in San Antonio, stunning their favorite opponent.
And the Rockets will go home looking to sweep the team with the best record in ball when the playoffs began.
I mean, I don't even know how I can say it with a straight face, but I thought most of the time I defended him pretty well. The man just played, I mean, as well as I've seen anybody play in a long time.
As the series changed venues, the Spurs changed strategy. Helping Robinson defend Hakeem with double and triple teams, they ground the Rockets' attack to a halt.
Robinson got the block. That's the first time David Robinson was able to get any kind of real...
Taking 2 games in Houston, the Spurs regained the home court advantage and put the pressure back on the Rockets.
In order for us to win a championship, we tested in so many situations. So these are under test we have to respond to.
The Rockets had been tested too many times to be discouraged now, and Hakeem would once again step forward to carry the load.
It was like, guys, get on my shoulders, and I'm take you out to the promised land. And that's what he done.
They'll drop it down to Olajuwon. Spins on Robinson, back one way, back the other. Oh!
he picked up everybody else's game, and he was just unbelievable.
Hakeem, the total repertoire on display tonight.
That's the best stretch of ball I've ever seen him play since I've been with the Rockets.
Another magnificent all-around performance by Hakeem Olajuwon.
He was so consistent, and he was so remarkably good. And it's hard to believe that a player could play that well under that kind of pressure, playing against the MVP of the league. It just made you just kind of look at him in awe.
Hakeem Olajuwon has been unbelievable.
As Hakeem helped the Rockets wrap up the series in 6 games, he capped one of the greatest individual performances in playoff history.
The defending champion Rockets have eliminated San Antonio 4 games to 2. The Houston Rockets are on their way back to the NBA Finals.
If I have to sum up Hakeem's performance in the San Antonio series, I'd have to say it's legendary. It's something that people will talk about for many years, and is something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Welcome to the 1995 NBA Finals. The Houston Rockets, the defending champions, weren't supposed to be here, but they knocked off 3 of the top seeds in the West to try to defend their title.
Take this seed on Hakeem shot!
Tonight, it is the Magic against the Houston Rockets. The big fella, Shaquille O'Neal, against the big guy in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon.
We've worked very hard to get here. We came out of the Western Conference. Think of all the talented teams that could be here instead of us.
Get your program, right here. No team has ever been seeded as low as 6 and won the title. But that's where the Rockets began this postseason.
People counted us out. We've been down, and we've always stuck together and got the job done. I think we've come too far to stop now.
The Orlando Magic is universally regarded as the NBA's team of the future. The question is, can the Rockets make them wait a little longer?
We've got to take it personal. This has got to be a war. Every possession has got to be a battle. Think about when that buzzer went off last year and we hit the floor and we grabbed that trophy, the feeling of joy and pride it brought. Well, these guys want to take that feeling away from us.
And your Eastern Conference champion, Orlando
Let's show them up. Let's show the world, yo. Let's show the world tonight. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, rock.
Dissolve 3, pull it back. Stand by dissolve 7. Pan 7, dissolve. Stand by 8-6.
Hard. All right, let's start up the series. Good. Have a good one, guys. Stay healthy.
Though the veteran Rockets were intent on seizing the momentum early,
takes it all the way and missed the layup.
it would be the emotional young Magic who would run out to the faster start.
Short hop, the long pass up towards the heart of the ball. He tomahawked it home. Oh, he exploded in the net.
Playing with reckless abandon, they had the Rockets back on their heels.
Down lane, scoops and scores. Hardaway with his 4th pass.
We got to run back. We have to run back every time. No layup.
But instead of answering Orlando's challenge, Houston seemed suddenly helpless to respond.
Houston looks very rusty. This is not the team that dominated the Western Conference playoffs.
With Houston down by 20 late in the second quarter, and Olajuwon going to the bench with his 3rd foul, the Rockets were on the verge of being blown out of the building.
That was a great, true test of character, because we could have just said, forget this game, we'll come back strong the next game.
Now Drexler would almost single-handedly make sure that the Rockets stayed in the game.
Clyde Drexler from downtown.
And going into the half, Clyde's emotional surge would give Houston new hope.
Anderson Thornton was fouled. Under a minute left of the half. Drexler back at the other end. So the Rockets with a late rally here at the end of the second quarter.
We had the momentum. Going in the locker room, they had a big lead, and we cut it down to 11. and we felt real good.
As the second half began, Houston looked for a new start.
Smith for three.
And Kenny Smith made sure that it was a good one.
Here's Smith. Yes, a three.
Kenny just was unconscious, and I told him, keep shooting. And you just saw the confidence. He said, Mary, don't even worry about it. I'm not going to hesitate.
Kenny Smith continues to hit from downtown.
Each team had made its run, and now the game would settle into a titanic battle of wills.
So many moves, so much power. Unstoppable. He does it all. He is the complete package on the basketball court.
Though Hakeem and Shaq battled to a standstill, the Magic would grab a three-point lead with only seconds to go.
Looks up at the clock, dribbles now, turns, fires a three, around and out.
Offensive rebound. Houston must foul right here.
And with the game on the line, Houston would need a little help from fate.
At the line, Anderson missing on both, but gets to the rebound and again draws the foul.
In fact, they would test their championship destiny not once, but twice.
And he misses 4 straight. The Rockets take a timeout with 5 6/10 seconds.
Orlando had missed their chance. Now Houston would have theirs.
Know the score. We're 3 down. If we make a three-pointer and tie, we don't have to foul. We got time.
It is all on the line right here.
I don't want to give up the three, though. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
It has come down to this. It is all on the line right here.
All right, here we go. Got to watch Ellie. He'll inbound the ball. He hit the big one in the playoffs earlier, but they get it to Smith. Kenny ducks, leads, fires, scores! Oh, a cold-blooded three! He's drilled it! 1:06 to go. We're tied at 110. And that's a new record for an NBA Finals in three-pointers. 7 now for Kenny Smith.
We think that the other team is going to fold under pressure. That's our attitude because it's proven in fast that we're going to come out and play our game and play atop of our game in the clutch games, and we just don't think other teams can do that.
And even when the Magic did execute to tie the game in overtime,
Scott, he's wide open. He is!
the Rockets were ready to go one better.
Throw the big slide. You cannot drop the ball. Slide, come get it. You got 5 seconds.
Let's go. We got time. Let's go win the game. One shot. You got to scramble. Get on the glass now. If you ever take a bad shot, get on the glass.
And once again, this game is tied with 5.5 seconds to go.
Ellie was going away from the ball. Kenny Smith was going to try to get it.
Smith circles out back. Instead, they give it to Drexler. Drexler driving. He goes. He puts it up. On the rim off. Tipped in by Hakeem. The Houston Rockets have stunned the Orlando Magic, and they win Game 1 of the NBA Finals in stunning fashion. Great first ball.
What a great game.
You know, the headlines are going to read, Rockets steal one on the road. Hakeem does it again.
Nobody said it was going to be easy, baby. 3 more to go. Nobody said it was going to be easy. The Harry Houdini's NBA basketball. Houston Rockets, baby.
As the Rockets prepared for Game 2, they were calm, loose, and supremely confident. Their coach's worst nightmare.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Watching our approach to today, we're going to get kicked by about 30. Nobody's not got one guy saying, hey, it's business. How do you think their shoot-around was today? They're up against the wall. They're ready to come out and kick ass. Everybody out here is giddy. I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, this is serious business right here. I mean, we got till 9 o'clock to get that killer instinct back in, because right now, I mean, we're going to come out, we're going to play a soft game. You can just see it.
But Houston came out anything but soft.
Is intercepted. Horry in the open court. Beautiful move in the bucket.
With their coach's words ringing in their ears, the Rockets stole the game's emotion from the start and had the bewildered Magic backpedaling before they ever knew what hit them.
Right, bounce pass to Robert Horry. Slam dunk,
left-handed.
I thought it was a good move, a very good ploy to make everyone focus a little bit harder.
Penny Hardaway pulls up, fires, glances off the rim, missed a 12-footer short. Ellie, long rebound pass to Drexler from left to right, backhanded up and in off the window. A beautiful sweeping move to the basket by Drexler.
The Houston Rockets in control, 34-24.
Relentlessly pressuring the Magic on both ends of the floor, the Rockets refused to let them into the game, and Orlando began to unravel.
Houston dominating the contest.
O'Neal, not a good shot. Came up with air. This young gun offense from the Orlando Magic becoming undone here. Looks like Orlando's forcing a shot at this now. Oh, to Shaquille. Gives it to Horace Grant. Blocked by Horace.
All ball. Yes. All ball. Yes, sir.
How will the Orlando Magic respond from that tough loss in Game 1? The answer is on the scoreboard.
And as the half came to an end, Sam Cassell would add insult to injury.
A most troubling first half if you're an Orlando Magic fan. They are stunned here in Central Florida. Houston threatening to blow out the hometown Magic.
But the Magic were not ready for the game to end.
Brian Hill will have to